Chag Sameach. My name is Ilan Field. I'm a Shana Bet student here in Mevaseret, and I'm in Rav Safra's share. So we all know that the Chag, the holiday, the Jewish holiday, is a lot of the time defined by the mitzvot that take place over the holiday. For Sukkot, we have Lulav and Etrog, we have the Sukkah. For Pesach, you don't eat chametz, you eat matzah, we have the Seders. But for Chanukah, we only have really one mitzvah. Aside from that, the day is like any other weekday. You can go to work, you go to school, it's pretty much the same old. But the one thing we do is we light a menorah. So there's lots of explanation behind this. One of the main reasons we do the menorah is for Persumi Nisa. It's to publicize the miracle. So if that's the case, then I have a question. Why don't we do it like Chabad? I'm from Vancouver. And I remember in Vancouver, every Chanukah, they'd bring out the 70-foot tall menorah, and they'd put it downtown in the big square that's there, and they would light it, and there would be a whole big thing, the whole city would see. So we should all do that. So why is it that, yes, we're supposed to do it outside, but many of us don't? And why is it that it's such it's a one thing, aside from that the rest of the day is normal? And why is it that, what's the idea behind all of this anomaly? So Rabbi Nosson of Nimerov brings an answer. And he says that it's as if Hashem is doing Bikur Cholim to us. As a Jewish people right now, we're living in Galus. We're not able to go to Beit HaMikdash, and as a people, as a nation, we're not whole. We go about our lives as usual on Chanukah because, unfortunately, we're not able to be fully 100% complete and whole. And that's why Hashem comes to us. There's a story of Reb David of Tona, and so every year all his Hasidim would go to him for his menorah lighting. It would be intense, it would take hours, it would be beautiful. But one year he was standing there and he's about to light the menorah, and he stopped, and he hesitated, and he thought, and the Hasidim were very confused. He was about to light it, but he didn't. Finally turned to one of his Hasidim who was very tall, very, very tall, 7 foot something, I don't know. And he says, "No, Shmuel, your wife is very short. How do you talk to her? How do you speak to her?" So Shmuel explains, "Look, I bend over and I whisper to her." And so with that, Reb David lights the menorah with a big smile on his face. And so his Chassidim come over to him afterwards and ask him. And so he says, "Yeah, I'll explain." The Gemara says that the Shechina never goes, the divine presence, it never goes below 10 tefachim. However, there's an exception to the rule, and that's on Chanukah. Because Chanukah, ideally, the menorah should be below 10 tefachim. So the Shechina on this occasion does descend lower. And the Arizal explains that Kabbalistically that's the meaning behind a different Gemara phrase, which is that if your wife is short, you should bend over and whisper to her. So that's what Hashem is kind of doing to us here on Chanukah. Is we're in Galus. The days outside are dark. It's cold outside, we just want to stay inside. But Hashem comes to us and Hashem says, "I'm here." So now what we have to do is let Him in. Chag Sameach, and hope everyone has a wonderful Chanukah.